coming to you live from Austin, Texas. As you can see, I'm currently at the Texas JDM lot, and I'm here because I want to buy a Motocompo. And now that I'm here, I figured it'd be an amazing idea for me to buy a car all the way in Austin, Texas, and drive 27 hours back with my own Motocompo in the trunk. So that's what we're gonna do in today's video. I want to show you some of the cars that I love, some of the cars that I'm iffy about, some cars that I can afford, and I want the comment section to help me pick out a car, because just like you, I went on Texas JDM website, I saw 20, 30, 40, 50 cars, and now that I'm here and I have 200 options, it's kind of hard to pick the right car. And part of me really wants to get a Honda. That way when I go to car meets, I got the whole Honda thing going on. I really love these Orthias. To me, these are a little too basic. Step Wagon's kind of out of my budget. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you a bunch of cars, not just Honda, some other cars that I really like. And I want the comment section, all jokes aside, please comment below. Let me know which one you think is the best, which one makes the most sense, and which one you may want to own, because I'm most likely gonna raffle it with the Motocompo in the trunk. I just don't know what car to get. No surprise to anybody. Number one on my list has to be the Honda SMX. You guys saw that video. I recently learned about this car a couple months ago, and I had the opportunity to drive it out here in Texas, and it only made me like it even more. So the reason I like this car so much, outside of the interior and the cool story and the fact that this is like a bench seat, but you get an armrest that lays down flat, turns into a bed, it's because it's a little bigger than a Honda Acty Street, not as big as a Step Wagon, and it's kind of in the middle of a K car, K van, but honestly comes with a huge B20 in comparison to a 660 engine, and it actually pulls. So my situation is kind of different, because a lot of people have normal cars and then they get a car like this and it's really just a toy to them. But for me, this is my every single day car. And being in New York, that's fine. If I was in New York, I probably might not want an SMX as much. But to drive 27 hours, I need a car that's actually reliable. I need a car that could actually go 60, 70, 80 miles per hour. And that's why the SMX is really in the lead. So I drove the SMX next to the Step Wagon because I keep saying it's a smaller version. I'll show you guys right now in this video. You can see the interior. It's pretty much exactly the same. Has some extra buttons. But this guy just has 3 rows of seating, and the SMX doesn't. The SMX basically is like this. It stops right here and has a little bumper. You can see it. Boom, boom. Same exact car, basically. Look at the interior. Everything is literally the exact same. It's just smaller, which is why I really like it, because I live in New York. I don't need a 7-seater car. I don't have any kids. None of that stuff really applies to me. But you can see in that window, that's SMX. Has a little much in compared to that huge car over there. Now I'm gonna drive next to Honda Acty Street, and you'll see the size difference there too. Here we have the silver Honda Acty Street. It's kind of funny that they're all silver, but you can see that it's bigger. SMX is obviously bigger, but it's not a much bigger difference. That one actually has dual sliding doors. This one is only a 3-door. The interior is obviously much different. This is just, it's obviously a way lesser car. This is lesser in every single aspect. Doesn't have power windows, doesn't have the same amenities as the SMX. So this is a car I'm not really interested either, because I don't want to drive a Honda Acty 27 hours. I don't drive any K car 27 hours. But you can see even on the width, it's not really much different. It's not like it's a huge glaring difference. It's maybe an inch or two. And then same for the interior. It's not that much of a difference as far as size goes. Look at this. I'll go behind it. It's not that different. So that's why I want the SMX. Comment below. I'm gonna show you guys the next car. Number 2 on the list is gonna have to be this Toyota Crown. So to me, these cars were always like big body Lexuses, nothing really to talk about. But after driving it for the last 2 days, I'm gonna make an own separate video on this. That's how much I like this car. This might be one of the best bang for bucks JDM cars you can buy. So this one in particular has the doilies, super clean interior. It's a 2JZ, non-turbo of course, but it's still VVTi. The doors are super heavy, power everything. The mirrors fold like this. Beautiful. And then the AC swings like this. I've never had a car with all these options, and most importantly, it actually can go 180 kilometers. I was on a private closed road in Mexico, and I wanted to test it out, and I wasn't even in sport. I didn't hit the power button, and I was still able to go 180 smoothly. It wanted to go faster, honestly. The trunk is huge. It opens by itself. I could easily lay down back here. I'll show you guys. Let me take off my shoes really quickly. But if I ever needed to lay down back here, or I need to take a nap, I could easily lay down full. Like, this is my full body. Look at my knees. full extension. I'm back here chilling. If I want to take a nap, just like the SMX, I can take a nap back here. And with that being said, I can definitely fit a Motocompo back here. It just has to be on its side. And worst case scenario, I could just put it back here, get some cardboard, and just lay it down like this. And then right next to that, they have another Crown. This one is a Majesta. So this one is even nicer. It's a V8. I forgot the motor it has, but I'll show you guys that in a second. This one has even more options. This is like the very VIP style. So you put this thing down, and you're able to recline your seat like this. This one reclines as well. You open this guy up, you can charge your phone here. You have 2 cup holders. You can control the AC and radio from back here. This is what I always thought Crowns were, but even this one is very nice. Frameless windows, I love that. This one even has a heads-up display. Let me start this guy. Look at the cluster too. It's like an S2000, but I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but do you see the 0 right there? Let me turn the AC off. Oh my God, it even has, look, touchscreen. Can you believe that this has touchscreen and GPS? And it's touchscreen. This is insane. This is one of the best bang for buck cars you honestly could buy. Still has the fold mirrors. Still has the swing. The Majesta's even nicer. I've never even heard the car talk. I don't even know what it's asking me. It's probably asking me something on the GPS, but that's crazy. But this one has like a 1UZ motor. This one's an 8-cylinder. I'll pop this guy. Of course it goes up manually because you know you got the VIP stuff. But yeah, this is a 1UZ FE. Heard these motors are very popular in like Australia, New Zealand. People do crazy things on this one. And then this guy, 2JZ motor under here. Of course it's non-turbo, but it is still very clean. And I'm telling you, driving this car really felt like a boat. I've never had a car like this. I've never had a car this comfortable. This lights up. There's so much room. It has the doilies. Honestly, in the lead might be the Crown. The only thing is not a Honda, so I'm not doing the whole Honda thing. But this thing is loaded with features. Like, look at the little cup holder, coins, ashtray. Everything is so nice in this car, and it drives like a cloud. So stay tuned for this video. We're gonna go over that in its own separate moment because this car is amazing and it really might be my next car. Next, we have these 2 Honda Wagons. The Accord to me is kind of cool. It's newer, it's a 97, but I believe we got these in America, so it's not that cool. It's still right-hand drive. This one is single overhead cam VTEC. It's automatic. Interior is nice and clean. Smells amazing in here. I don't love this. It's definitely one of the ones that are on the cheaper side. They still have brand new tires. You know how Texas JDM does. New tires, new oil, new air filter, new everything. So the cars are all ready to go no matter what I pick. But I feel like the Orthia is a little weirder. We didn't get these in America. This one is white. I could get a white Motocompo. Interior is just as nice. This one is dual overhead cam, but no VTEC. I guess I'll pop the hood for the real Honda guys. But yeah, it has fog lights, looks really nice. Both of them really just need some rims, which gives me opportunity to do cool stuff. When it comes to the Crown, I feel like the only thing I would do is maybe get some big VIP rims, some underglow. I'll see if I can order some parts from Japan, but it's not like there's a huge like aftermarket support for that car. I don't believe so, at least. But here's how the hood looks. I don't know anything I'm looking at when it comes to Hondas. It says that I don't see VTEC, so it doesn't have VTEC, but it is dual overhead cam, which is kind of cool. And it's an Orthia. We never got those in America. And then I'll pop the hood on this Accord wagon, which is really nice. The headlights look nice. Again, it just needs some rims. I love this. This is probably my favorite thing about the car. Honda of America. But I'll pop the hood on this guy. They're both very clean. VTEC. It's single overhead cam though, so I don't think that is glorified in the Honda world. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But I'll show you guys one other Honda that I really like. It's over there. I would say these are honorable mention, but realistically I don't want to drive 27 hours, but it is a cool car. So this Honda Torneo is very, very intriguing. It's blue. It's a car I never heard of. From my understanding, those are Type R rims, so I could get those power coated white. The interior is nice. It's a 5-speed. I think every car we looked at so far was automatic. So this one's a 5-speed. Has cool Recaros. Needs a little work there, but not the end of the world. This Recaro is perfect. I get some other seats if I need. Back here is very clean. No imperfections. Power everything. I love this little light. I might get the keys to this and drive it. Has dual exhaust. It looks like a car that we've never seen before. It's kind of a sleeper. And then under the hood, from my understanding, it looks very cool. So this is a dual overhead cam VTEC. The valve cover is blue, which is nice. And it says Type SIRT. Whenever you see SIR, you know it's something cool. So I'm assuming this is a cool car. I like it a lot. New battery, new tires, new everything. All it needs is some nice white rims, and this car would be nice. There's no blue Motocompo, so that's kind of the only flaw, but it's not that serious. It could just be a white Motocompo. It has white wheels. I like this one a lot. I think this one is maybe like 3rd on my list. I definitely want to drive it and see what it's like. But it's manual, which is cool. Recaros, has whatever that does. Fog lights, 5-speed. I like this car. I've never heard of it. I think people would really like to have this. Before we move on to some other cars, they have some other Honda Accord wagons like this guy, another Orthia. They have a bunch of them to choose from. This one is also white. This guy's automatic. This one is manual. My options, as you can see, are plentiful. I can get different colors, different models. Comment below if you like the Honda wagons in general. This one is cool because it has a nice front end and it's a different Accord than America. And then moving on to wagons, another Orthia there. I wouldn't get this CRV like I mentioned earlier. It's kind of too basic. And same goes with this step wagon. Really nice. Maybe a wrap candidate. Love the fog lights, love the little kit, but this is too expensive for me. Some of these Orthias are also 4-wheel drive, so I'll maybe get something like this. I'm sure it's more desirable than the front wheel drive models. But just like every other car, you guys know how Texas JDM does. Clean interior. If we open this, you already know. Oil filter, fuel filter, everything is in there. They changed everything you need. And then again, brand new tires, which is nice. So I feel like whatever car I buy, I'm going to be able to make it home with no problem. But some nice wagons. There's a nice Toyota one over here too. It isn't a Honda, sadly, but this one is also 4-wheel drive, 2.0. And I think maybe the best part is that this one is manual. Clean doily, says Toyota right there. This one is really nice. Look at the floor mats. It's not a Honda, sadly, but it's a 5-speed wagon, 4-wheel drive. It's white Motocompo. I don't think it's going to be a big deal if I pull up into Toyota. And it has a nice mid-wing spoiler there. And then another Orthia. I'm going to move over to some other cars, though. But that's the whole Honda section for the most part. It's a wagon, the SMX, some Orthias, some Accords, and even a Toyota. So another car I'm considering are one of these Toyota Hiaces. Let's be honest, I'm probably never going to go on another 27-hour road trip in my life. And if I want to do it in style, I might as well get one of these, because I showed you guys a bunch of wagons. I showed you guys the SMX. Those are cool. Those are really comfortable. The SMX even turns into a bed. But if I buy the Motocompo, I can't use that bed option anymore. I'm going to have to put the seats forward on the SMX, and then I have to pay for a hotel over and over. If I buy a Hiace, I can have the Motocompo literally right here. I'll put this seat down. I'll put that seat down, and I'm sleeping back here in luxury. Some of the Hiaces even come with dual sliding curtains. You can see them right there. You have this guy and this guy, and then look at all the interior options. You have a huge glass there, 2 glasses there, LED lights, all the lights you can imagine, and the interiors are always so clean. And I think someone like me, I know I said these cars are too big for New York, but if I were to buy a Hiace, I'd probably go on a road trip every single weekend. I'll go out to Seattle. I'd be more inclined to going on a road trip with one of these cars, because if you remember, Texas JDM puts brand new tires. They changed the fuel filter, they changed the air filter, they changed the oil, they make sure all the belts work. So I wouldn't really have any issues, and I wouldn't feel comfortable driving this 27 hours to New York or even 35 hours to California. So I'm really considering one of these. They have every color, every option, every year. You guys saw the cool camper one there. They even have some of the newer models on this side. I'll show you guys that. They have a different name. I know this is one of them. This one is a Hiace Regus. I'll show you guys this. Has some leather seat covers. The interiors are pretty much the same. That one has a little table to eat on, but you still get all the glass, all the cool features. This one's called the Granvia. Has nice fog lights. I've never seen the interior of one of these. All right, so this one has like the dual captain chairs, which is nice. These swing. Interior is still clean. Look at the curtains again. I'm telling you, I'd be back here cruising. I wouldn't have a worry on my mind if I was at a rest stop sleeping. Here's some interior. This has back and clearance sonar. I wonder if that's like a backup camera. And then look, new fuel filter, new oil filter. This looks like it comes out. Cup holders, change, probably GPS. But yeah, I'd be very, very comfortable in one of these. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a little big, I know. It's a little too big for New York. I don't know if I would want to drive this every day, but for 27 hours, I'd be very comfortable. It'd be more inclined for me to travel more, go on more road trips, see some of you guys. So you never know, maybe a Hiace. Comment below, what do you guys think? Another honorable mention, and not even really an honorable mention, I really would love to drive this car. It's just kind of unrealistic with a Motocompo and because it's a K-truck. But this red Honda Acty, I know you guys see what I'm seeing. Red Honda Acty, red Motocompo on the back. This one's a fire truck. You can remove all this stuff. This comes off, this comes off, this little sliding thing comes off. I could build something here, just have the Motocompo back here, go to all my meets. That'll be so amazing. It's a fire truck, so you know it has little to no kilometers. It has 8,000, 5-speed. Everything is very clean. These trucks are so nice when they're fire trucks. It's just, come on, let's be realistic with each other. I know I'm a crazy guy and I love driving places. I mean, I'm driving 27 hours by myself, but this Acty is just perfect, but not perfect for 27 hours. I could get it delivered. I get it delivered and fly home, but I feel like I want to make cool content, and I think a car like this would be nice, but unfortunately not really realistic. I even have more fire trucks like that Mitsubishi street legal, the other Mitsubishis over there street legal, but again, I just can't drive a K-Truck 27 hours. That's a little too outrageous. Let me show you another big body that I really like, this blue Liteace. So this blue Liteace Noah is very intriguing because it's right next to Hiace and you can see the size difference. This is huge. This is still huge, but a lot smaller. I love the color. It's a nice blue. The interior is probably one of my favorite interiors I've ever seen on a 90s car. Look at this. It has every single floor mat. It has the doilies, blue cluster, nice little carbon fiber pieces everywhere. Let me open the other side. I've actually never seen the other side, but this one's very intriguing. I like this car a lot. It's cool. It obviously fits a Motocompo back here. I probably could still sleep back here. I could put the Motocompo here and maybe sleep like that or put it in the front. It isn't as big as this guy, but it's still big enough and it's still comfortable enough and it's still rare enough. I don't know if you guys ever seen this before, but I never heard of a Liteace Noah. I never really see Liteaces in general. But again, look, bunch of options. Motocompo could go right here. I'll just slide both of these seats forward. Big fan of the front end too. Love the yellow fog lights. And to me, this is just a perfect candidate for me to wrap it like carbon fiber or something like that. But this Liteace Noah is interesting. It's a little smaller than the Hiace, so it's a little better, I guess. And I believe it's gas. I don't think it's diesel. This guy's diesel. I don't really know much about diesel, but I like this. Another honorable mention is the Stagea RS4. This thing is out of my budget, but it's cool. Nice little daddy wagon. This one's 4-wheel drive and it has the RB25 turbo. This guy could probably fit 2 Motocompos. The trunk on these are camera died, but you can see the trunk is huge. Those seats go down. You could probably fit a Motocompo like this and like that, or at least one to the side. But yeah, these are nice. I was able to drive one. It feels good. I thought this was comfortable. Then I drove one of the Crowns and it's just a whole nother level. That's pretty much it. I could show you guys some more honorable mentions. Maybe you'll sway my mind, but these RAV4s are nice. Cool little 2 doors. I like this blue one. Definitely could fit a Motocompo. I'm not sure about comfortability. It'll probably be just as comfortable as any normal car in comparison to like the Hiace and Liteace or even the Crown. Those are very comfortable. And then they have some Camry wagons over here. These are cool to look at. They also have a Fiat there. I'll show you that before I end this video. But that's kind of it. These are nice. Of course, they'll fit a Motocompo. I don't know much about them. Maybe I need to drive it to see what the hype is. And then over here, we have some Estimas, some Privias. These are cool too. Again, I don't really know much about them. I know this one is super weird because it's a hearse. I know you guys probably weren't expecting that. But yeah, they have a bunch of them. Motocompos definitely fit in the back of that one. That'd actually be a funny build if I bought a hearse and then put a bunch of Motocompos and drove it around. And then over here, more Orthias, Subaru wagons. Those are nice. This guy's really nice too. I know if I got this in New York, it'll sell in one day. But again, it's, what do I do to this? I'm thinking content-wise. If I buy this car, what can I do to it? Maybe change the wheel, but I mean, it looks really nice in OEM. I could obviously buy some black rims, do the triple black look. But I don't know, it kind of looks done already. It looks too nice. All the cars here are so nice. This one's all-wheel drive. I mean, this is, I guess, an option as well. Cool little EK3 all-wheel drive, if that's what it's called. I think it's called the EK3. But yeah, this is an all-wheel drive Civic. Actually, I didn't even think about this. This is a good option. This is a good option. It's white. Motocompos are also white. I could swap out the rims. There's obviously endless amount of parts I could buy for this car. So maybe I'll get something like this. Comment below. And then 2-step wagons, again, out of my price range and not a huge fan. And that's pretty much it. There's not a lot of other cars. They have some Jeep Cherokees over there that I'm not really interested in. That's the service section, and I definitely don't want another Jimny. The Century will be nice, but again, let's be realistic. I think what I'm gonna do before I end this video though is out of all the cars I want to drive that blue Honda. That one had the Type R rims. That one had the dual overhead cam VTEC, blue valve cover. I'm very interested in that Honda, but let me show you guys this Fiat before I grab the keys. This guy obviously does not fit a Motocompo, but look how you open the doors. 5-speed, really nice. Looks like, I don't even know. We really can't compare this to anything. Maybe my next trip to Texas, I'll buy this because I'm trying to get a Motocompo home right now, but that's cool. But let me grab the keys. So I just got the keys to the blue Torneo, and it comes with a Integra Type R key. I know all my little Honda guys are gonna love it, and it makes me love it even more. So let's start this thing up. It has 196,000 kilometers. To you guys, that might seem like a red flag, but to me, that means this car's just been working its whole life. The Jimny had 187,000 when I bought it, and I did not mind it at all. And I fixed everything, and it drove perfectly fine. The car with the low kilometers are the ones that scare me. I can't believe I'm like not even just driving one, like genuinely considering buying it. Like this car is very up there on the list of cars I want to get. Because I know that when I get back to New York, I'm not going to have a fun driving experience getting a Hiace or, you know, some of the cars on this list. But this guy, although that 27-hour drive might be not the most comfortable, I'll definitely be in New York like flexing in my little, what is this called? Torneo. Let me bust left. Actually, no, I'll go right. I'll go right. This road's kind of short, but let me just see what it drives like normally before we care about gunning it. Third gear, brakes work good. Let this guy in front of me pass. Brakes work really good. I wonder, hold on. The brakes work like extremely good. Does it have any like cool calibers? I wasn't really paying attention. Nah, those are standard. Those look big, but they look pretty standard. All right, let me change the camera up and let's really drive this thing. Let me get into VTEC. Wow, the brakes are so good. Oh my God. They feel like they're Brembos or something. My goodness. They must be like upgraded brakes. Or maybe this car just came with overkill brakes, but wow. The brakes are amazing. This car is... Oh, man. It all started with that trip to Japan, man. It all started with the trip to Japan made me love VTEC. I'm over here buying fucking Motocompos. It all started with the trip to Japan, man. I think the best part about VTEC is that you feel it. I don't know if that makes sense, but like you actually feel it. Like it doesn't, with turbos you kind of hear it. Like with VTEC you just feel it. Like, oh, I'm getting into VTEC. I don't know. Maybe I buy this. I don't know. I don't know. Speaking to it. We'll do one more pull, and let me actually pull my camera out so you guys can see what I see. So I'll come to a dead stop right now. Is this truck turning? There's the cluster. Let's go into first gear. That's second gear. This is third gear. And look at the brakes. I should have left the camera on. The brakes, my goodness. This car comes to a halt. Alright, let me drive it normally now. I'm going to do a U-turn and drive back, but this thing is nice. It's probably really good on gas, right? I don't think it's anything crazy. Power mirrors. Do they fold? If they fold, oh man, oh man. I haven't really asked them prices for a lot of cars because I'm really just unsure, honestly. That's why this video even exists. But I think when I get back, I'm gonna ask him the price for this car. I think I'm gonna ask him. I don't know if there's a lot of work that this thing needs. It kind of more needs like a little freshen up more than like some Wait for the Fame style. But here's what it looks like from a roll. And then these are the brakes. This isn't even me punching it. That's like me slightly touching the brakes. We're still in third. I'll go into fourth. Let me go into fifth actually. This is fifth gear. So this is what I'll be doing on my ride back. Going about, 60 miles per hour, 3,000 on the RPM. That's not bad. That's actually really good. This is a good choice. This is a good choice. I didn't think about the SMX. I mean the Motocompo. I guess I'll go in the trunk. Or I could go back here. Well, I wonder how much these go for. I hope it's not like 20,000. I don't think it's not gonna be that much, but I'm very curious to know what this goes for. I want to know. It has a lot of miles, which to me, maybe that helped me. Maybe the price be a little cheaper than it should be because it has more miles, and I'm one of those people who don't mind high miles. But I like this car a lot. I'm probably gonna end this video here. Honda Torneo. Honda Torneo maybe coming very soon with a white Motocompo, I guess, because I don't think yellow's gonna really go, but maybe white Motocompo coming very, very soon.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.